In this video, I'm going to talk about how to use oils to double your hair growth, and you only need to do this twice a week. This will also help boost the thickness. You can see how thick and how well my hair is doing. It is growing pretty long. My hair is just very shrunk right now because it is, super curly. I'm going to tell you exactly what you need to know. My name is Angelica and I am on a natural hair journey. I post videos twice a week on Wednesdays and Sundays, all about growing long, healthy, natural hair. I had been relaxed for most of my life and I did the big chop and I went natural, and now my hair is flourishing. So if you want to know my tips and tricks to growing long, healthy hair, consider subscribing. The subscription button is right down there, as well as the bell icon. Make sure you hit the bell so you get notifications every single time I post. Without further ado, let's get into this. Oils you can use to double your hair growth. Now, most good oils are a little pricey. Usually, amazing oils aren't the cheapest thing in the world. And usually, if it is ridiculously cheap, and I mean cheap to the point where you're like, especially if it's not available natively in your country, like if it's not made locally where you are, and it is extremely cheap, make sure you read the ingredients, because if the first ingredient is petrolatum or mineral oil or something that's not on the bottle, then it's not a pure oil, okay? So because it is expensive, but even if it wasn't expensive, the main thing you need to know, despite what a lot of YouTube videos show, in general, you don't need like 10 different oils to make your hair grow. It just makes you feel better. Like, you feel like you're doing more to help your hair grow. In all honesty, you need a maximum of 2 to 4 oils to get the maximum benefits to help your hair grow. And I will list some of the great ones. But I will say, even after I say this, if you still feel like you need to mix like 7 or 10 oils, I would suggest, apart from you not doing it yourself, because natural ingredients can also react with each other. Just because they're natural doesn't mean if you mix a whole bunch of natural things together, they aren't going to react. They can. So I would suggest someone who knows what they're doing do it. But second of all, I would suggest the best route to go if you want a bunch of oils in your hair is just to buy an oil mix, something that's already done. So there's one by African Pride, I believe. I think it says olive oil on the bottle, but it has a whole bunch of other oils mixed in, like shea butter and rosemary oil and tea tree oil and all that kind of stuff. Or you could get maybe dew grow or wild growth oil. That's what I would recommend. If you want a mixture of a whole bunch of oils, don't kill yourself and go and buy so many different oils. Just buy a mix and use that and you'll be done. But if you want to go the natural route and you want to know exactly how much product is in exactly what, then this is my advice. Okay, so the first oil I would recommend is a carrier oil. And I do have, I believe, more than one video talking about the difference between carrier oils and essential oils and what's good and what's bad. So I'll see if I can link a playlist in the comment section so you can check that out. But anyway, carrier oils are amazing because not only do they carry essential oils into your hair, they're also very moisturizing. Take this word relatively, because oils do not moisturize hair. They only seal in moisture, but some oils can have more temporary moisture than other oils, and they can be a little bit more nourishing, but don't use them as moisturizers. I see a lot of people slathering on all these like butters and oils in order to moisturize their hair, but it's really not. It's just temporary moisture. Moisturizers and water do that. Oils seal in the moisture and they add other benefits. So carrier oils are usually oils that you can use a lot of. Like you can get a whole liter, you can buy them a lot because you can use a lot and you won't see much side effects. But essential oils have to be used in tiny doses. So my favorite carrier oils that I would recommend are avocado oil, olive oil, almond oil, castor oil, or whatever oil works best for you. I usually don't recommend coconut oil, only because it's not the cheapest oil in the world. It is affordable, but it's not the cheapest. And I don't recommend it because it doesn't work for everyone. Some people, it works amazing and they use it all the time. For other people, like me, as soon as I put it on my hair, it makes my hair feel hard. So there's a higher chance that coconut oil might not work on your hair. But if you already know it works on your hair, you can go ahead and use coconut oil or whatever other carrier oil I haven't mentioned here. There's so many oils like macadamia nut oil, jojoba oil, grapeseed oil. There's so many different oils. I said this is going to help you double your hair growth. I'm talking about oils that are going to specifically boost your hair growth. And most carrier oils don't do that much. They do more of helping you retain your length and nourish the hair that's already there, but not necessarily promoting new hair growth. That's usually essential oils, and they do that way, way quicker. So the essential oils that you can mix into your 1 or 2 carrier oils, it is up to you, of course. These are my top 3 and most highly beneficial according to my research and my experience. The first one is tea tree oil. I love this oil. It is antibacterial, it is antimicrobial, and it has a nice tingling sensation. So this helps make your scalp be extra clean. It helps prevent dandruff. And so you might be wondering, okay, if it prevents bacteria and it prevents dandruff, how is that going to help me make my hair grow faster? Well, it helps your follicles be healthy inside and out, and it helps promote your hair growth from the roots. That tingling sensation also sends some blood flow to your scalp to help promote hair growth. It can also make sure that if you have any bacteria or dandruff that's caused by fungi or anything like that, it can help treat that, and then you won't be scratching as much, leading to your scalp not being as damaged, which in turn leads to hair growth. So that can definitely boost your hair growth. Another one I would highly recommend is peppermint oil, which is one of my favorite ones. You can mix it into your shampoo, and peppermint oil is another oil that is amazing for hair growth. One of the best things about peppermint oil is that same refreshing tingling sensation, because when you massage it into your scalp, it sends blood flow and oxygen to your hair follicles, and it instantly promotes your hair growth. It can make your hair grow 2 times faster than it usually does, because you might not have enough oxygen and blood flowing to that specific area of your scalp. And when you use these oils, it can actually highly increase the hair growth that you get. So if you haven't tried peppermint and tea tree oil, I love to try them together. But of course, if you're tight for budget or you only want to try one, I would suggest you try at least one between peppermint and tea tree oil. And the third one is rosemary oil. Rosemary oil is amazing, and it is easy to go overboard with this one, but just because it doesn't have a tingling or burning sensation like peppermint and tea tree, it does not mean you can use it by itself directly on your scalp. You still need to mix it in with the carrier oil. Just a couple drops, 4 to 5 drops will be enough. And rosemary oil really boosts hair growth as well. That's why you see so many like rosemary shampoos and conditioners. And also ingesting these things can also help, especially peppermint and rosemary. If you add some of those into your food, you could potentially see some benefits as well. So rosemary, one of the major things that it does is it increases the depth of the follicle in your scalp, and it just promotes overall health. So these are my favorite oils. Now there are other essential oils, like I said, but from my research and like what I've said, when it comes to specifically the essential oils, these are the most highly effective and the ones that will let you see the results the quickest. Now, it's not only the oils that cause the hair growth, it's also how you use them, how you apply them, your method, and all that. By the way, my favorite oil mix I've been using lately is my moringa oil, and it is this one here. It is almost finished. When I made it, it was full up to the top, and I do have a video on how to make moringa oil, so I will link it in the eye here closer to the end of the video, or I'll just link the video at the end. Moringa oil is very easy to make, and basically all it contains is moringa. This is an old do-grow bottle, by the way. It contains moringa, olive oil, peppermint oil, and tea tree oil. So that is how I made it. Very simple, very easy, and it has been so amazing. I've really enjoyed this. So if you'd like to try this oil as well, you can go ahead and try that. I believe you can actually buy moringa oil as well, just as an oil on its own, but I wouldn't say it hasn't been as popular for as long, so there might not be as much research on it. So if you don't want to try that, you could just try the other oils I've mentioned. So now let's get into the best way to apply it so that you can get the best benefits. So my favorite way to get the most benefits, which is also scientifically proven, is on squeaky clean hair. You can even do this on co-washed hair. All I mean is freshly washed hair when your scalp feels the cleanest, because it is open, your follicles are open and receptive and ready to receive whatever product you put on them. The first step is to not put your moisturizer or your deep conditioner on your scalp. Those products are meant to moisturize your hair, not your scalp. If you put those products on your scalp, they could clog your scalp and actually lead to dandruff and fungi, and actually stopping your hair from growing, even though they are amazing products for your hair. So start there. Don't put those products on your scalp, because even the oil won't penetrate through your scalp as well as it would without that. So my scalp is very clean right now. I have a lot of gel in my hair, so if you see any like white particles here, it's just that. But my scalp is very clean. Like you can see how clean it is because my hair was just washed. So when your hair is freshly washed, this could be on the day during your moisturizing process or the day after. Like me, I wanted my hair to be completely dry because I did a wash and go and I wanted the perfect definition. Because my hair is already moisturized, I don't have to worry about like sealing in dryness. If you're doing this in the middle of the week as just like an additional oiling step, then you want to moisturize your hair before. But if it is on your wash day on brand new squeaky clean hair, you don't have to spray any water or anything. And this is my favorite way to do it. I just go directly on my scalp and I'll show you where you can see my scalp. So in the rest of my hair, I won't part and make lines because I don't want to over manipulate my hair. I literally just move my hair around like that until I see my scalp. So like there, I see my scalp. I'll put a couple drops there, work that in. Then I'll go to another section, just move the hair how it would naturally want to move until I see my scalp. So I'll go ahead and get my oil, squeeze a little bit there, place that in. And then you have areas like this. Of course, I do this in my entire head. I'm just showing you in places where you can actually see. So there, not too much. You really don't need too much oil. So I put the oil there. I'll also do it on this side so you can see. And I also always do my hairline. I actually have no oil on my scalp right now, but I'm going to do it like properly later on when I can actually have access to all my scalp. But anyway, there you have an idea. So I make sure I put it directly on my scalp. Here's the thing. Like I said in the beginning, your hair grows from your roots, from your scalp outwards, and then to retain the length, of course, you have to take care of all your hair, but also the ends is where the hair usually breaks off. So that's where you want to focus any excess product. But if it's just the day when you washed your hair, you probably have product all over your hair as well. Your moisturizer, your deep conditioner, all those products probably already have some oils in them. So you don't have to cover your hair in oils and butters to get the job done. Just focus on your scalp, and once it's there, you'll even feel the benefits way more. The best analogy I can give is, if you have like a backache or a tummy ache or a sore muscle and you feel like you need to put some kind of rub on, if you put it on like midday after you've taken a bath, you've put your lotion, you've been sweating a little bit, the day has gone through, and you just rub it on your skin, you will feel the effects like a kind of burning, tingling sensation, but it won't be as strong. But if you just take a bath and all your pores are open and you apply that, it will literally almost feel like it's burning you. Honestly, I kind of like the feeling. Kind of feels good. But if you can't handle it, you might even be like, you know what, I want to wait because this is a little too much. I think this product is actually going to burn my skin. It's kind of the same with the oil, except if you're using the oil correctly, it's not going to burn your skin. When your scalp is nicely cleansed, it is ready to receive whatever product you put on it and to absorb it very well. So right now, even though I haven't really like massaged it in, I can already feel a little bit of the tingles from the tea tree and the peppermint oil. So what you want to do is put the oil all over your scalp and then just go ahead and start massaging in circular motions like so. You do not want to do this. You are not rubbing, you are massaging. So literally, people still say, when I massage my hair, I get little bits of hair on my fingertips. I feel like my hair is hurting. You're probably doing it wrong. You're not you're not massaging your hair like this on your scalp. That is gonna cause you pain, it'll cause you damage, it'll cause you breakage. You put your fingers on whatever spot and you do this. You are literally moving it around in a circular motion in the same place. There's no friction, okay? Like so. Fingers on your scalp, massage like so. It will give you instant relief. It even helps with headaches, especially if you use peppermint oil. It really helps with headaches. So this is all you're going to do. All over your head, wherever you put the oil. You'll continue doing this in circular motions, and you can do this from about 5 to 10 minutes. And if you're not sure if you're done, whether you use an oil like peppermint and tea tree oil in it that will boost your hair growth and give you like a nice tingling sensation. If you use an oil with a great tingling sensation, you're going to feel like your entire scalp is refreshed, like you just brushed your teeth. But if you don't use an oil that has that tingling sensation, you still will feel like a natural kind of tingling all over your scalp. And then you're also going to feel warm, like your face will probably get a little bit flushed. You almost feel like you're going to break into a sweat. That's when you know that you've moisturized your hair enough. And so, the most effective way to do it, aside from doing it on clean hair and directly on your scalp, is to do it in conjunction with a scalp massage, because aside from increasing the blood flow to your scalp and encouraging that oil to penetrate into your hair, oil is very slippery. So, just the same way your hair becomes oily from the natural oils running down your hair shaft, if I just put oil like there and then I just do that and I leave it, because I haven't worked it into my hair, it's just kind of going to be like sliding around. And sure, you will get a little bit of benefits, because while it is sliding around and possibly dripping down your face and the back of your neck, you will get some benefits from the oil just sitting there. But if you moisturize it in, you're going to have no oil dripping anywhere. You're going to get the maximum benefits, because it will all absorb into your hair to the point that it might even look like you didn't really put any oil on your scalp by the time you're done. And that's how you want it to be. You want the oil to actually work and not just look like it's working because you're like, oh yeah, I oiled my scalp, I can see it there. There is one more thing. Because I said you can use this 2 to 3 times a week to get the maximum benefits in conjunction with a scalp massage. So what you want to do is now, later on in the week, let's say it's been about 3 days since your wash day that you did your first scalp massage with the oil, I would suggest you actually spray your hair down with a little bit of water or use a little bit of moisturizer, just to make sure that you don't accidentally seal in dryness. If your hair is feeling dry, if you put oil on top of it, it's going to seal in the dryness. So you want to make sure there's some kind of moisture, even if it's just water, and then you can go ahead and do exactly how I showed it to you. Or if you feel like your hair is already, it's not completely dry, but it might still have a little bit of oil on it, what you can do is what I always suggest: get the oil and put it on your fingertips, so you don't use too much oil, and honestly, you'll just be wasting it. If your hair has some oil in it, then adding more oil is just going to be wasting. So you just put it on your fingertips, like so. You can see my fingertips are pretty shiny now. Then you just go into your hair, go into your scalp, and start massaging until your fingers get dry. When they're dry, you get more oil, and then you go in and you continue to massage. And trust me, if you do this for a prolonged period of time, you will see maximum benefits, and you will see them quickly. Now, if you do this one time and you're like, Angie, I did this for 1 week, okay? I did exactly what you said. I did it on clean hair. I moisturized my scalp. I went everywhere. I felt the tingling sensation. And it's been like a whole 2 weeks and I haven't seen a difference. One, if you have natural hair like me, natural hair shrinks. You're barely going to see any difference in 2 weeks. Second of all, consistency is key. Doing something one time is not going to make your hair grow. Also, not doing something one time is also not going to stop your hair from growing. If 2 weeks from now I forget to do it for an entire week, it's not going to drastically slow down my hair growth. But also, if I only did this once, it's not going to drastically improve my hair growth. So consistency over a long period of time is what's going to show you amazing results, and you'll see them faster than you think. Also, take note that whether you do something or not, the time is going to pass, so might as well do it to get maximum benefits. If you're enjoying the video so far, make sure to give it a big thumbs up, and I'll definitely do more videos like this. Hit my face right there to subscribe. If you didn't in the beginning, hit my face here to subscribe to my other channel. Watch the 2 videos on the side of the screen right here if you'd like to see any of my older videos. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye!